In Writer's Workshop, I teach 6 skills, and I want to talk about which skills those are, how often I teach them, and why I teach them in the order that I do. So stick around. Hi, I'm Robin Mellum, children's book writer with HarperCollins and Disney Hyperion. I'm also a middle school teacher. I teach writing. I've created a writing program called the Structured Writing Program, and it's student-led, and it gets the students really engaged in the writing process. And everything that I do in my workshop is related to what life was like when I was a full-time author, and I learned all of these tricks of the trade and things from my editors and publishers about how to write and then how to be a writer. And everything in my workshop resembles or reflects real-world routines. And I focus on routines more than process because it's the routines that turn us into actual writers. So when I was figuring out which skills to focus on during the workshop time, I decided to make them high priority, meaning the ones that would get the most bang for your buck, that would get you further in life in any kind of area that you're doing. And I found that of those 6, the first one was voice, which I've talked about a lot. It's kind of my thing, kind of my signature thing. Helping them find their voice. And by doing that, that is how, when you start them out at the beginning of the year, that is how they get that confidence and stamina. So it's super important to really hone in on that one at the beginning of the year. And then we move into hooks, which we do not teach enough. But it's one of those things that is needed in narrative writing, opinion writing, argument, every type of writing we need to be doing a hook. Advertisement needs a hook. It's everywhere. And then the third, we move into sentence complexity, sentence structure. Now, those are the 3, to me, that are going to get you the furthest, the quickest. And so I put them at the beginning because I often spiral back and keep bringing this up, or I'll pull from that lesson and kind of try and make them all blend in together. Because after I do sentence structure and complexity, we move into figurative language, which is important, but it is also a skill that can be addressed in other areas and in other ways. So if we're reading, I will often, highlight, oh, we see a simile here, we see a metaphor, here's some hyperbole. I will often include those, like, is this an example of what? And it's included in their warm-up. So they will come across figurative language quite a bit more. Then we move into vivid imagery, which also is in everything that they read. And finally into show, don't tell. So when I was picking which skills and in which order, I just asked myself, would it be more important for a student to know show, don't tell, like how to put body language at the end of, as part of your dialogue, or is it more important for them to learn how to write a hook? It's more important to write a hook because we got to get them into our story, into our writing, and excited to read the rest of it, more so than we would be like, wow, that was amazing that she shrugged her shoulders instead of used, whatever. Show, don't tell is important, but it is not the most important one. It really helps your reader when you bring them in with that hook, and then through their voice and their style and their sentence structure, their sentence variety, long ones, short ones, medium. They're using prepositional phrases at the beginning. They're mixing up complex, compound, all of that. Then you're impressing your reader, and then they'll be even more impressed when they have someone shrug their shoulders. So that is why I picked those 6 and why in that order. Previously, in my last video, I talked about how I pace and plan out my year. And in that, I explained how I take the 6 skills and I kind of spread them out throughout the year. However, even though it shows up that show, don't tell is kind of near the end of the year, I have addressed it throughout the year. So they are exposed to all of these skills. I have the wheel up, and I will have a link down below if you don't have a copy or if you want to take a look at the wheel. And this is kind of a shorter video today because I just wanted to, I'm not even hopping into my computer today, sorry. But I just kind of wanted to hop on and explain a little bit more about why I do it in this order and how I'm kind of like teaching the 3 big ones really hard, but also exposing them to all the other ones at the same time. So they always know which 6 writing skills they need to mentally be working on. And then whenever we are reading something and we come across a line, I'll make a whole big to-do out of it. Oh, I see one of the skills. Do you guys see it? What is it? Do you see what I'm seeing? We make like this big scavenger hunt. So there's nonstop noticing the 6 skills in everything we're doing in science, in social studies. It's all across the board of what it is that they see the skills in all these other types of writing. So I make sure that I hit the 3 up really hard at the beginning, and I'm exposing them to the other ones, but I'm also kind of spiraling it. So if you find that your students' writing is getting a little bit lighter on the sentence structure and complexity, go back and hit that one up again. Do it again. And then you'll get to the point of where you can just take a sentence, one of their own sentences, and put it up on the board and say, what do you notice? What do you see? Are you seeing what I'm seeing? And just start having discussions about the writing and the skill that's being used there. So if you didn't get to see my video on the last one, I will link it here for you. It's the one where I talk about how I plan everything out for the year. And if you have questions about how I set all of this up and like, how do you know what to teach next and all that, if there's any more specifics that I can get into, please let me know. A lot of people have been emailing me, contacting me, doing coaching sessions, and it's just been amazing. And I'll be honest, right now I'm thinking about putting together a Facebook group because I've noticed that I'm hearing from some teachers like how they're taking this program and just soaring with it. Like that's what I wanted to have happen, is to, I give these ideas out, and then teachers, being teachers, they go and make it even more amazing. So I want you all to hear what the other teachers are doing, because they're redoing certain things, and another teacher has made 3 leaders instead of 2 leaders. And then when I heard how she did that and why, I was like, oh my gosh, such a great idea. So I think a Facebook group is in our future, you guys, to try and get everybody together to start sharing what it is that you're doing. So I'm just so happy that this is taking off and that a lot of you are doing the program. Please email me or put comments below if there's anything else you'd like me to cover next. I think next time we should start talking about revision and how to get higher level writing from this workshop and how to move it into purposeful, deeper writing. Okay, I hope this short video helped for you, and I will see you in the next one.